All right, so I went to a card show this weekend, local show to me. Picked up a handful of vintage cards, and I also went to another local antique market last week. Picked up four cards from there. So let's just jump right into the antique market pickups. No hockey cards this time, which is kind of shocking, but let's see. There was a $2 box. I picked up three cards from the $2 box. We have a sticker, Ken Griffey Jr., 1990. I never see these around. Maybe they're pretty common, but I figured I'd pick it up for $2. Also, another Griffey. This is cool. Topps Big from 1990. Kind of actually reminds me of the 55s and 56s. The size wise and the diagonal, or the horizontal photo. And the last one from the $2 box was this Barry Bonds rookie that I've never seen. Fleer, Baseball's Hottest Stars. It's a little off center, but just figured I'd grab it. And I picked up a football card, first for me. This could be my first graded football card, maybe. It's a lower end Patrick Mahomes SGC 95. This guy could be going into GOAT status one day. He has a pretty good resume already. Probably will make the Hall of Fame for sure. $60 I paid for this card. I figured I'd grab it. I do like the SGC slabs, by the way. Looks really cool. So let's get to the show. Walked around early. It was pretty empty. It was in Woodstock. Records and comics and cards kind of mixed. They had the record show kind of mixed in with the card show for some reason, but I walked around a couple laps, didn't really find anything, and then I found a stack of 79 O-Pee-Chee baseball sitting there for $5. There's probably 50 or so cards here. I'll go through those at the end. Let's see here. I spent a total of $130 at the show. Two Gretzky's, 83-84 with Messier and 82-83. These are not mint cards by any means, but I think these were $15. Same vendor gave me these basically for free. We got some 71 Montreal Canadiens there. And I got Peter McDuff, I believe. That's his rookie card. And then we got a 1970 Toronto Maple Leafs, Brian Glennie. And then this was a cool one. 1970 Topps, Bobby Orr in pretty nice shape. Guy had a 71 and a 70. He wanted way more for the 71 and the 70, so I just grabbed the 70. Made sense to me. Nicely centered card. And then a Brett Hull rookie card. It was in a bargain box, not creased or anything. It's not a perfect grade card either, but decent copy. And last but not least, my favorite pickup of the show, I'm going to take it out of the sleeve, was this 1956 Parkhurst Rocket Roars Through. Awesome card here. It was super cheap for what it is, $25 I think. It has some kind of staining going on in the back from the wax. I might actually see if I can get that out. I don't know. Yeah, definitely my favorite card. That one's going in the PC. So let's go through these 1979 O-Pee-Chee baseball cards and see if there's anything but commons. I'm expecting this to be all commons. Have not looked through these yet. Getting close to 800 subs. I'm going to do a giveaway, like I said, 800, 900, 1,000, just a random goal that I have. So we have a marked checklist. These are in good shape other than the checklist being just a couple of spots are marked on it. Maybe there's an Ozzie Smith in here. Wouldn't that be nice? So we're just going to go through quick unless we see any names of consequence. I think there's gum on that one. We have commons so far. Tony Perez. Early Blue Jays card there. Another one, John Mayberry. He was a good player back in the day. Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Okay. These look like they're in team order here. Dave Winfield, but it's not Ozzie, but that's cool. 3-sport guy drafted, I think, by NBA, NFL, and MLB. Just absolute legend. Larry Boa, later would become a manager, I believe. John Candelaria. Phil Garner, another, I think, manager. A lot of these guys would become manager. Hey, Arnold Palmer. Jim Palmer, all-star. Rick Dempsey, the catcher, played with them for a while, I believe. Al Oliver. Joe Morgan, another legend. Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific. Long career. Another Joe Morgan all-star card. So yeah, not too bad for $5. So Peachy Baseball is gaining steam, definitely. I always pick up little lots if they're cheap enough, and kind of flip them or save them for a set. And that's it. Really happy with this Rocket Richard card. My PSA orders, I see 2 of them are completing as far as the status goes online, finally. And the big order with the Babe Ruth and the Gretzky, I'm hoping those come back around the same time. So stay tuned for that. As always, I appreciate all the comments, everybody watching. Stay tuned.